Hey, did you know that you can rewire your brain to stop craving junk food? So if you don't have any other weekend plans, one of the really cool things about our brains is that they are very neuroplastic, like ultra mega malleable. This can be a bad thing, like when you accidentally train yourself to keep scrolling TikTok. Not that I would have done that, not personal experience. This can also be a good thing though, because you can retrain your whole entire brain. People are kind of programmed to like familiar stuff. We're a very habitual species. So if you are in the habit of getting a Mackey's every single day, your brain is not going to want to break that habit. However, you are more than just your brain, okay? You're also like a stomach and like some lungs. Pretty cool, huh? Since our brains are constantly creating new pathways, you can make some new ones. And this is coming from someone who has eaten sugar by the spoon several times at an embarrassingly old age with zero regrets. I've also eaten just tubs of buttercream icing. Like, I've had a sweet tooth, a major sweet tooth. But that kind of habit can be overwritten. Okay, step one is we need a time frame, okay? Now, it said that it takes 30 to 90 days to build or break a habit, which sounds like a while, but it's only 3 months. And 3 is one of the smallest numbers. So it's really not that much to do. Next, you need to make your new good habit of nice whole foods as easy as possible. If you want to pick up a good habit, any good habit, really, or even a bad one, but I don't know why I want to pick up bad habits. If you want to pick up a habit, good or bad, you should make it as easy as possible and as convenient as possible. If I wanted to make it a habit to drink more water, I could leave my bottle of water next to my desk. So whenever I'm thirsty, I can just take a swig of water and, instead of going all the way out to my kitchen. If I was going to be a bit stupid about wanting to build that habit, I would leave my bottle of water at the bottom of the stairs in my apartment. I live on the 3rd floor, for the record. So that'd be stupid. You want to make that habit as easy and as accessible and as convenient as possible. This is where something like meal prepping can come in really handy. You just take a couple of hours, one evening, and have 4 or 5 days worth of food in the fridge for yourself. Now, that is less feasible for some people. I know I have very little fridge space, so I can't do meal prep. So what else? Oh my goodness, what if you're like me and you can't do meal prep? You're hungry, you're just going to grab for the closest thing, and the closest thing is a big pack of Oreos. Why are there Oreos in your house? Okay, step 2 is making things as easy for yourself as possible. When you are at the grocery store, don't buy the Oreos. Don't buy the Biscoff spread. Don't buy the peanut butter or the granola. You might be thinking, granola's great. I've been done by granola before, okay? Read the back of the label. It will scare you. And if you don't have all these snack junky foods in your house that you want to give up, you can't fucking eat them. Or if you do, it's even more inconvenient to go to the shop and get them than it is to just chop up a cucumber. Honestly, who even needs to chop up a cucumber? Just wash it and bite into it like it's a banana. Now that we have a time frame we can stick to and we've made things as easy for ourselves as possible, you've also got to kind of go easy on yourself. I don't know if you guys have watched my 600 pound life. I've watched some of it, and the patients on there are usually put on a 1,200 calorie diet. And they're going from 6, 7, 8,000 calories a day, maybe even more. Anyone who's into the gym knows that cutting your calories, even by 500 if you're on a cut, it can be kind of rough. Imagine going from 8,000 to 1,200. That's insane. And a lot of people on my 600 pound life don't keep up with these deficits, at least not at first. And I'm no professional, but my theory is that part of the reason why is because that's an insane change to make in your life. So if you want to stick to what you're doing, ease yourself in. If you want to give up all sodas, maybe just give up the full sugar ones first, wean yourself off to the diet ones, and then eventually, reduce your diet ones. If you love having a chocolate bar, you have one every day, maybe just try a protein bar instead at first. Wean yourself off slowly. It's difficult to go cold turkey for a lot of people. Although I know cold turkey works great for some people. It worked amazing for my dad. For me, not so much. I can't do cold turkey. And voila, now you just gotta wait a little while. You've got your time, you've made things easy and doable for yourself and convenient for yourself. You're giving yourself every opportunity to succeed. But there's one other thing you need, and that is a bit of willpower and a bit of discipline. Not motivation. Notice how I did not say motivation, because motivation is fleeting. Motivation does not last. You ever feel super motivated at 3 a.m. to just change your entire life? you tidy a little bit, go to bed, you wake up the next day, still feeling like shit. You're not really going to change. That's because motivation does not do the job. What will do the job is willpower and discipline. You show up for yourself, even if you're not feeling motivated, because you know it's the best thing for you. And you will feel better at the end. And that's not really easy to do a lot of the time. Discipline and willpower are not really easy traits to develop. It is really good to have something to keep you motivated. So even just the thought of how much better your life is going to be when you can finally overcome your thing you're trying to overcome, that's good to have. Or even if you're not a delayed gratitude kind of person, shout out to TikTok for destroying our attention spans. Even if you're not delayed gratitude, maybe even think like, when you reach this goal, you'll buy a cute pair of trousers. You'll buy a new game. You'll buy some DLC. Buy some gum. I don't fucking know. What do you like? And with all that, you've kind of got everything you need. And I know it's easier said than done. But when you do, you can brag about doing it to people. And bragging rights is a wonderful motivation. Well, that is all from me. I'm actually off to the grocery store and I'm not going to buy chocolate. I'm going to buy vegetables and some sort of protein. I haven't decided what yet. So, fun surprise, I guess. Maybe turkey burgers. I've been big on turkey burgers recently.